Hey friends, today we're going to be going over how to create a reel from scratch. So, we're going to go over the exact steps that I take, and I'm going to elaborate and dive a little bit into each of those steps. So, now, by the way, this is just my flow. This is the way that it works for me and the way I have found it to create a reel from scratch the easiest. I'm all about effectiveness and efficiency. So, I just want to get it done right, and move on to the next task because if you're an entrepreneur, you know that time is very valuable. So I've created a little bit of a checklist here of the things that I check off as I'm creating a reel. So we're going to dive deep into each of these. We've got topic, audio, cover, B-roll, A-roll, or voiceover, editing, call to action, and actually doing the posting. When it comes to a topic, right? If you already have a topic in mind, by the way, you're ready to move on to the audio step, but I'm still going to go over the topic area. So, if you're wanting to go find a topic, one of the things you can do is you just go to the IG Reels tab and you're going to scroll for no more than 10 minutes on this Reels tab. And in this Reels tab, you're looking for three things. You're looking for an audio that resonates, which essentially gives you an idea, a topic idea, an editing or transition idea that you may want to use in your reel, and then just simply a topic idea, right? So you may find a topic idea but don't like the audio, and you may want to create your own original audio, or you know of another audio that will make sense with this topic idea much better. So you're looking for these three things. If you do see an audio that you like, then because you can create a reel that's relevant to your niche, save it by clicking on the audio name and then the save audio button at the top of the screen. So here's how you do that. You'll just click the audio right here, and then you click the save audio button. And in order to find saved audios, what you do is you just go to your profile, you click the top three lines, and you click saved, and then you click the audio screen. Or you can also just find it within the Reels editor, which we'll go over in a bit. If you see an editing or transition idea that you like, save the reel by clicking on the three dots on the right toolbar and then selecting save. So you'll click here, these three dots, and then you'll see the save option come up. And in order to find your saved reels is very similar as how we found your saved audios. You just go to your profile, top three lines, click saved, and then you'll see saved reels. And you'll notice that you can select saved post, saved reels, or all. You can select the middle option to click saved reels. Now, if you see a topic idea that you want to remake, save it, jot it down into your content planner. Although, just make it original, okay? Don't copy the reel word for word. Personalize it to your own niche, your own brand. Make it you, right? We have followers because they love us, right? They like to see what we post. Whether it's our type of value or our story or maybe just our personality, right? But either way, it's all linked to us and the way we present this content that we're sharing on our platform. So, your audience wants to see more of you, not more of this, real person that you found, right? So you're more likely to get more engagement or follow from new viewers if you show more of you. People just honestly, they just scroll by over and over when they've already seen this topic a million times. I mean, I do it. I'm sure you do it. So here are some topic ideas that you can use to fill in the blanks for your niche, and use these at the start of your reel as a hook, right? So a hook is basically what it sounds like. You want to hook your people, your viewers, within the first 3 seconds of the reel that you're watching. Right. So example, the first one, it says 3 tips for blank. So weight loss, 3 tips for weight loss. So if you just say 3 tips for weight loss right away, like, you're more likely to hook the viewer than say, okay, guys, so today I'm going to share with you my 3 tips for weight loss. That was like 5 seconds or 6 seconds rather than in like the first 2 seconds. 3 tips for weight loss, right? So you want to just get straight to the point right in the beginning of the reel. People don't like to spend too much time on one screen, like little fishies. They just want to go on to the next thing. So screenshot this, or just come back and watch later. Here are some ideas for some topics that you can relate to your niche. A little tip about batch creating content. So, personally, I've done this two ways, right? I've been on the Reels scrolling tab for like 30 minutes rather than 10 minutes. And I saved a bunch of audios because I had a bunch of ideas. And then when I save like 10 or 15 and I go to record the first one, I'm like, uh-oh, what was this idea that I thought of? So we forget, right? And even if you write down the idea, right, you're still like gonna write down these 10 or 15 topic ideas, and then you're gonna look at your list and you're gonna think it's too much and you're gonna be overwhelmed, and then you're not gonna want to film anything. So my tip for you is, which is the second way and the way that I do it now, is do 3 at a time. So go on that Reels tab, scroll for 10 minutes. Unless you already have a topic, you don't need to do that. You do need to do that if you're going to find audio, but we'll get onto that next. But pick your 3 topics, jot them down, pick your audios for them, and then go film it, right? This doesn't mean you're just filming 3. If you still want to create 10 reels in one day, you can still batch create, but do them in groups of 3, right? 2 or 3, 3 or 4. That way, when you are ready to film, there's only really like 3 topics in mind, and your mind isn't so cluttered and you're not overwhelmed. And once you do 3, bam, you're done. Now you only got 7 more to go. Rather than finishing your 10 topics, then oof, you got 10 to go. It's just easier on the mind, and things will just go more smoother. And you'll deliver your best when you're just doing 3 at a time rather than trying to film all 10 and you get thirsty, you need to go to the bathroom. Like, just do 3, get it done, and on to the next batch. And then that leads us into audio. So a few options for the type of audio that you're going to be using, right? You've got your Instagram trending audio, which helps you get more more views. This is algorithm friendly. Do note, don't just use a trending audio just because it's trending. Like, if I'm filming a travel video or just a very calm scenery, I'm not going to put like a very fast paced rock and roll trap beat song just because it's trending. Like, it doesn't really match my audio and my video. I mean, unless you're trying to be funny or memey and that's the type of account you have, then that's different. But just, you want it to match and you want it to resonate with your niche. You want it to make sense and be relevant to the topic that you're speaking of in your video. So, and if you just pick a random audio just because it's trending and it doesn't even match your topic, it's just most likely not going to do well. You're then going to be either using the trending audio and IG audio that's not trending. Okay, guys, if you find an audio and you have this bomb idea and it just really makes sense, you know exactly what you're going to talk about, what you want to film, use it. Okay, you're not limited to trending audios only. Okay, and there are videos out there that have gone viral, that have done great engagement, you got a lot of followers from audios that are not trending, simply because the audio just works so well with the video and the topic that of course people are going to watch, right? And the more people watch and the more people engage, then your video starts trending without even a trending audio. And then you can use the original audio, so your own background music. So if I'm going to beach and I want to film the waves, okay, the sound of the waves, that's my original audio, or you speaking, right? So right now, like if I post this on my reel, this is the original audio. I'm talking. This is what I'm going to put on my screen. And then you've got your voiceovers plus IG audio. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But basically, you can choose an audio from Instagram, whether it's trending or not, and have it as background music. And then you can film a voiceover. And what you'll do is you'll just manage the volumes to make your voiceover louder than the IG audio. So you still have some background music and you're using your voiceover. So you can use those 2 audios at the same time. So how to find a trending audio. So when you're on the Reels tab and you're scrolling through Reels, there's a little arrow that looks like this and it's pointing upwards to the right. That means the audio is trending. So again, if you want to save it, you'll just click on the audio name and on the next screen, you click save audio. How to add audio into your reel. So you're going to go and create a reel, and when you are on the filming screen, you just click audio, and you're going to see this screen where it's a bunch of audios that it suggests for you, or you can just click on saved, and this is where your saved audios are. And you'll click one. So here I'm just selecting the top one for sample purposes, and you can scroll the bar left and right to pick, which part of the song you want it to start on. So I picked my audio, and here I'm filming. And then after I'm done filming, I'm gonna hit preview. And once I hit preview, the audio is here playing over my video. So here's where you add a voiceover, you film, you can stop. I recommend like when you finish just a phrase or a sentence, you stop in case you need to redo it over, because if you delete, it deletes in batches. You can't really crop. And then here is where I was mentioning you edit the volumes for the music and the voiceover. Of course, you want the voiceover to be higher, louder, so the people can actually hear you. You can even, I don't really know how effective this works, but I know that you can just pick a trending audio and put the volume all the way down just for the sake of using a trending audio. And if you just only want your voiceover to be heard, I don't know if that actually helps, but that's also something that you can do. And next, we are going to get into your cover. So you want to have a cover photo ready ahead of time, okay? That way, when it's just time to post and you're on the editing screen, you've got it in your camera roll and you just add it into your reel, right? So you want to make sure you have a photo that's relevant to the real topic, okay? If I'm talking about a recipe, I'm not going to make a cover photo of me at the gym. That just doesn't make sense. And it's kind of like false advertisement. So if you have someone that's interested in your workout video and they click and it's a recipe video, they may get upset and they may unfollow you and they're not going to engage. So it's just not good. You can also just choose a photo from the reel itself. So when you are on the editing screen, you'll see in the top left corner, it's a photo and then it says cover. Click on it and then you can drag right here. So that little bar, you can drag left and right to pick a screen from the video recording that suits best. So I don't really use this. I always just have my own photo. I feel it comes out in better quality anyways, and I most of the time add text to my photo. So you can even get a photo from the actual reel video itself and put it onto Canva or edit it wherever you want to edit it and add some text to it, save it, and upload it. So the way you upload it, you just go in the same area, you click here, and you add from camera roll. Okay, so it's recommended that you use a nice photo and with text, because if someone just visits your profile and they're just looking at your feed and you say collard green wraps, right? Like if you want this person to know that this is a collard green wraps recipe, you might want to have a photo of the collard green wraps and some black or white, depending on the lighting, what suits best, text saying collard green wraps recipe or how to make collard green wraps, whatever you want. Now, you want to make sure that you have some B-roll in addition to your A-roll. Of course, this doesn't make sense for every audio. If you're doing like one of those lip syncing audios, then B-roll doesn't really make sense. But if you're talking over something and you're explaining something, your lifestyle, a recipe, right? You want to have B-roll. So B-roll are just video clips of you not talking directly into the camera. So right now, if I'm speaking to you, when I put video over the screen and I'm talking in the background and I'm showing you something else, that's B-roll. So things to consider for your B-roll clips. You want it to be vertical, of course, for reels. Just like if you're doing a YouTube video, you want it to be horizontal. You want to have good lighting. Keep the camera slow and steady so it's easy to see. Don't grab your phone and just record like this. That's way too fast. You want to grab it and go like this, right? Nice and slow. And if you need to make it faster, you can always speed it up when you are in the editing process. Use bright colors and some nice views and whatever else you can think of to make your video result in something very beautiful. And then you've got the A-roll, very straightforward. It's just you speaking directly into the camera. So a lip syncing reel is all A-roll. Okay. So it's audio that matches your lips. So things to consider, same thing, vertical, good lighting, good posture. You want good body language. You want to look confident and happy and energized, right? Like whatever we show through the screen is really most likely what that other person is going to feel. So if I'm talking with my hands and I'm engaged, the other person on the other side of the screen is most likely going to also stay engaged and comment and like and message you, something like that. Then when you go to edit, right? So you can edit within the IG Reels editing feature. There's cropping in there, there's filters, there's the audio. You can speed up the time, slow down the time. And you can also use Splice, which is what I use. That one is a paid app, but I love Splice. I mean, I can work with my transitions there. I can speed it up, speed it down, crop very easily. I can put B-roll over A-roll. So like, you know, and I can do a video within another video and a screen, kind of like what I been doing on this video, right? I'm talking, I've got this screen, and then I'll pop up the little screen to show you what I'm talking about. So it's very cool, but it is a paid app. If you want to use something for free, I know there's Video Leap. There's a whole bunch of other editing apps that are great that are not paid. So it really is up to your preference and what seems the most user friendly for you. Okay. A few things to consider when editing, okay, to up your chance at getting more views and more engagement. If it makes sense, add some text, right? So if you're doing a workout video, add the text. What's the name of the workout? How many sets? How many reps? If you're doing a recipe video, add the ingredient name, add the amount that you're adding, right? People like to see what you're adding. And it's also great because let's say someone's watching at work or they're in a meeting, which they shouldn't really be on their phones, but or someone simply just can't hear, you want to be able to give them the opportunity to still get the value out of your reel by adding some text. You can add some symbols such as arrows or circles if you want to really pinpoint to something. Okay, and then transitions just make the video nicer overall. And I guess because it's nicer, people just keep watching and stay more engaged. And then you want to make sure you have a CTA. So CTA is a call to action. You want to add this at the end of your reel, basically just to give your audience some homework. Like, what do they do next after they watch your reel? Okay. And make sure it's relevant to the topic. So here are some examples of some relevant CTAs depending on the topic. If you've got a recipe video, you could say full recipe in the caption, follow me for more easy vegan recipes. Want more recipes like these, get my free meal plan in the link in my bio. So, make it relevant to your topic, right? And then just something else I want to go over. You don't have to film in the Reels area, okay? You can film on your phone and then just upload it onto Reels once you're on the main screen. And you can do that by just going to the main screen. You click the bottom square on the bottom left and it'll open up your camera roll and just pick what video you want to upload and then just crop it depending on where you want it to start and finish. If you're doing a lip syncing IG audio, then you definitely do have to film in the Reels area because you want the sound to be playing in the background while you're filming. Okay. So you can lip sync it and it can match exactly what you're talking about to the audio. One thing that I do when I'm doing lip syncing is I set a timer. So on the left side, you can click the little timer icon and you click it and you can choose for it to count down 3 seconds or 10 seconds. And you can actually choose where you want it to stop. So if you only want to film the first 5 seconds of the video first, you can just move the bar to stop at 5 seconds and have a countdown and you press start. And then once you click the button to film, it'll start the countdown and then you'll start filming and you can talk and it'll stop at 5 seconds. So one little like glitchy thing that I don't like about Instagram is when you do use the timer countdown, it says 1, like 3, 2, 1, and it literally starts filming like right away. So you want to basically start talking as soon as like it hits on 1, like just start talking because it's going to start filming. But if you film a little too late, you can always just go into the editing portion and crop the beginning a little bit, press the check mark, and then it'll sync in. Your lips will sync in with the audio that you're using. Okay. And another thing for lip syncing audios, if you're doing like one of those where it's 2 characters talking, you don't need to switch your outfits back and forth. 1, that would take way too much time. And 2, you are probably not going to get the exact same hairstyle or your shirt's not going to look the exact same way. So when you're switching on and off, it's just not consistent and it doesn't look good. So what you're gonna do is within the Reels area, you're gonna film your first outfit, okay? And so, character number one is talking, and then while character number two is just keep filming, okay? Don't do anything or dance, whatever you want to do, but just keep filming the whole thing till you film all of character one in that same shot, and then save it onto your phone. Then go back, delete it, and start the video recording all over again with the audio from the beginning. And now film character number two and do the same thing again. Film all of character number two and go through number one as well. Film all the way to the end and save it, delete. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take turns adding both of the videos, right? So you're gonna start from the beginning, you're gonna add video one and select the first portion, upload. Then you're gonna click upload again and you're gonna select the video number two and crop it to that portion. And then go back and forth doing the same thing until you're done. And then you click preview. And then you see you have your edited video and it goes character one, character two, character one, character two, character one, character two. Okay. And that's for that. Also, just add your own text, adjust the timing. When you click on the text, you'll see at the bottom the bar pops up. You can move it left to right to where and when you want the text to pop up. Play with the fonts, play with the colors, just make it look more fun and different and unique and engaging as possible. One thing to remember when you are selecting your cover photo from your camera roll, or even from just the actual reel cover itself in there, you want to make sure that once you're on the editing screen and you've selected your cover, click where it says crop profile image. And there you will move the image up and down within that square to basically how you want it to show up on your feed. So just move it up and down. And in that little highlighted square, that is what is going to show on your feed. So especially if you're using text, you want to make sure that you align it well so there's no kind of text cropping out. If you're on the Reels tab, it's going to just show as the full screen. And last thing I want to go over is Caption. So you want to send people to your caption, right? So another, and this goes in hand with the CTA, the call to action. So I've been seeing some videos, which I'm going to try to play with this idea too. So supposedly reels that are between 3 and 7 seconds work the best in regards for it to, going viral. So I post a lot of recipe videos and I kind of just do the recipe from start to end. So my reel ends up being 40 to 60 seconds. But I've been seeing someone showing the end result of the recipe, maybe just 5 seconds of it. And it says recipe and caption. So instead of me giving the recipe throughout the video, and because it's not good if someone's watching my reel and they're not interested and they go off, Instagram doesn't like that. Instagram wants the person to stay on your reel as long as possible to boost you in the algorithm. So if you show the end result and it looks great, right? The end result is more likely to catch a person's attention rather than the cutting board of you chopping the onion. So show the end result of the dish and you can say recipe and caption and send them to the caption. So if you say my top 3 tips for weight loss, and then you just do something, you go, you put the tips, but you say more details in the caption, right? Everyone wants to read more details about weight loss. So get that hook, awesome BRoll, or you talking and just say more in the caption. You want to send people to your caption because they're spending more time on your post. Make the caption, short and sweet, straight to the point, and organize it. Don't put all the block of text in one area, use emojis to separate it. And in regards to hashtags, this is still an ongoing thing. I've been testing out 6 to 8 hashtags. I've done 30 before. Personally, there hasn't been much of a difference. So this is, I guess, up to you to test out to see what works and what doesn't work. And that concludes the IG Reels tutorial video. So I hope this was really helpful. Again, I'm not one of those IG growth media influencers pro, but I've had some Reels do pretty good, and I've had some practice, so I just want to relay over the flow that works for me and any little golden nuggets that work for me, and want to make sure that you can put them to use as well, so your reels can do an awesome job. So yeah, if you want the link to the Google Doc, just comment below or send me a DM on Yelly's Belly, and I'll share that with you so you can have them for notes, and maybe you can just make a copy and add in your own notes as well. So thanks so much for watching, and hope you have a good rest of your day.